Hey guys, Dave McCammon here from Fuel Nanaimo. I am doing a video series to help you improve your lives from a nutritional standpoint, and today's lesson is actually going to be more geared on kitchen tools that I think would really benefit you and also make your lives easier in the kitchen. Because I know myself, as in the past I was actually a bodybuilder, and all I could do is ever make basically tuna and peas, or I'd buy just protein powders and I'd just have protein all the time. And realistically, one of the better ways to go about it is to learn the skills in the kitchen, because that's going to get you further in your programs, as well as, again, hitting your goals a lot easier. So anyways, we'll start with kitchen tools, and we'll just make sure that you know what I use in my kitchen to make my life easier. We're going to start with some basics. This time we're going to start with the salad sack. Again, I shot this home in the last video. The salad sack I think is invaluable. It's basically a cotton friggin' towel, and what you do is you just bring home vegetables either from the grocery store or from your backyard and your garden, and you wash them and you throw them in here as wet as possible, and then you just close it up and you throw in your fridge, and they last about 4 or 5 days, fairly crisp. So that's one tool I think is really invaluable, especially for vegetables, because vegetables are a pain in the butt, really, to be honest with you, to wash, as well as sometimes to get in your food. So that's an easy way to go about it. The next thing I have here is actually a knife, a couple different knives actually. These two are probably the ones that I would use the most often, and there's other knives you can buy, and these are the ones I recommend to start with. You try to get a good handle. I got a stainless steel knife here. Try to get a good handle that you like to hold. Again, keep your knife very sharp, because if you're cutting vegetables, so you want to make sure it's as sharp as possible so it's easier for you to slice and dice. You have this guy here, and this little paring knife, and also stainless steel. You normally get them as a set. And again, keep this knife sharp as well, so when you're peeling back your beets or you're peeling back anything, it's just going to be easier and makes your life easier. The next tool I have as well, and these are about $49.99. I think you can get them as low as $29.99, is a knife sharpener. Whether you do it yourself or use this little tool, it's handy, it's quick, it's easy, and that way you keep your knife sharpened at all times. So consider one of those if you're going to have a good set of knives. We've got a teapot here, and again, the teapot, if you can see correctly, it's got a little metal brisk in there. So basically you throw the tea inside, and you just heat the water up, and then you leave it set for 15-20 minutes, or sometimes up to 3 hours, depending what you're using as a tea. And quick and easy, pour it out, and you're ready to rock. So definitely these can come in handy if you like tea. We have a couple different pots here. Again, stainless steel pots. You want to try to get a thicker bottom so the heat is dispersed evenly and you're less likely to burn your food. So get a good set of pots and pans. I have a lid here, and it's got a little vent up there, but I like glass lids just so I can see what's going on in there. You can use metal lids, whatever else comfortable for you. As well as, again, this one is a little bit of a pain in the butt because it's plastic here. If you ever want to throw something in the oven after you cooked with it, then ideally you don't want plastic here. But if you can find one without it, great. If not, these work great as well. We have this guy, which is actually a little steamer, and again, steaming vegetables can be really good to help make it easier for you to digest. So if you are someone that has digestive difficulties, then sometimes a steamer works best. Kale, broccoli, cabbage, a few of the other collard greens, Swiss chard, those can be all really beneficial in something like this. So a steamer is quick and easy. It normally comes with your pot set, but really important. A mallet. So a mallet can come in handy when you're cooking chicken and you want to get some flavor in there, so you smash it down, and that actually hurt. But you try to smash it down, and then you can get some extra flavor in there in your marinade. So definitely comes in handy. Or if you accidentally freeze all your berries, and you smash them to pieces with this, which is awesome. This guy here is a little grater. Some people love these. My fiance loves these ones, but they can come in handy actually to peel off the grind of the limes or the lemons and give you a little extra flavor bursts in your food. So I can think that is super valuable as well. Or, I mean, some people would use it with a cheese as well. So the other pot that's probably invaluable as well is this guy here. Again, you're probably going to cook with this the majority of the time. Again, you want nice thick bottom pans, but again, it's quite easy to to find a good one of these on the marketplace. Again, try not to get the plastic on there so you can throw it in the oven afterwards if you're making something pretty neat for, say, a quiche or something with eggs, where you can throw in the oven and make some pretty neat creations. You have these guys, which are just basically your measuring cups. You want a good set of these. I always recommend metal, or stainless steel I should say, just because you're less likely to get contaminants from the plastics. I'm really heavily against plastic use in cooking or heating up. So we'll move on, but maybe we'll use that as another topic to go into. We have this guy, this is a can opener. It doesn't matter which, this isn't very expensive, but definitely want a can opener just in case you're opening up some organic veggies, or otherwise, lentils, beans, that sort of thing can come in handy. We saw this yesterday in the video, or the other day. Again, a blender of some sort. This is, again, a Vitamix. It doesn't matter what blender you use, but a Vitamix can come in handy because it's super fast and it just annihilates the things and makes it really thin and easy to drink back. Blendtec, again, the NutriBullet seems to be good. I have a juicer always kicking around. I don't know if you guys can see this. Jeez, I apologize. So I have a juicer here. This is some, Walmart special juicer, and honestly, to be honest with you, this was fine, but it's broken down now. One of the best juicers on the market is Jack LaLanne's juicer. It's $79.99 or $89.99. Works like a hot damn. I would recommend that for your first juicer. It's easy to clean. You get a lot of juice, and compared to some of the ones up to $200-300, it's amazing. So run out and grab that. And that's at Walmart, actually, of all places, So pick it up there. We have this. We have, again, remember I told you about plastics and hating plastic so much. It's okay to have a plastic lid because the food's actually sitting in the glass container here. But when you got plastic, and most people heat their food up, when you got the plastic in there, it can actually cause other issues in the body, again, from hormonal imbalances that are coming from the plastics, and a lot of the toxins that are actually sticking into your bones and your body. So the bottom line is, use glass when possible, especially if you're heating up food, or even if it's just sitting for long periods of time. I think that's really important, and I always hit that back. So if you get the ones with the plastic lids, they click in well. Again, they seal awesome, so you can't, it doesn't spill everywhere. You can get these at Winners, or probably even, I didn't see any good ones at Walmart, but again, you can see them probably at Winners or HomeSense or something like that. This is a good place to go. Again, another invaluable tool is the cutting board. So you decide on what cutting board you want to use. Again, this is a plastic cutting board, and I hate to say that I use a plastic cutting board, but here I did. It's just, for me, it's easy. I find it's easier to cut up my vegetables with. Again, you can get a wooden one or a bamboo board, which is probably better than this. So I'm kind of a hypocrite on the plastic cutting board there, but I apologize. We have this here as well, which is, this is what I do with all my shakes and my smoothies and anything that I'm drinking back, even water. So instead of plastic bottles, I use a glass bottle. Again, because most of the time it's either sitting out in the sun, you're getting heated up plastics, you're getting chemicals going into your water. This is great, whether it's water, protein shakes, anything you're holding liquid into. Just that, you throw, it's a mason jar, really, and you just throw that on there. It's, the seal's great. If I can actually shut this thing for you. But yeah, it seals great. I have no issues with that. The only thing is, if you drop it, it breaks, but buy a new one right after that. So those are the main kitchen tools I wanted to show you today. Actually, we missed one. This is the one other tool. It's not really a kitchen tool. It just comes in handy. Again, we sell some of this at the store, but it's just basically a vegetable wash. So use this because when you buy vegetables from the grocery store, you're going to want something like that to wash it off quick, even organic vegetables, but especially if you're going to use non-organic vegetables, because it's going to get some of those toxins and chemicals off the produce. Okay, so hopefully guys this helped. We're going to just keep doing videos, and they're going to be random. I'm just going to try to come up with stuff on the go, and hopefully they're going to benefit your lives, and I hope you like them. Leave a message if I need to answer some questions, or if I didn't touch on something that you wanted to know. Thanks guys, talk to you soon.